This channel made $18,000 in one single video. This channel is making over $11,000 and posting only 2 times per week. And this channel posts every single day and is bringing in over $43,000 per month. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys 4 different niches and why these specific channels are succeeding and where all of these channels are lacking, so you can go ahead and just wipe them out completely. I would say I've mastered the YouTube automation and Faceless YouTube game. I've went ahead and made and scaled channels such as like NY Detective with body cam niche, and first of all, they're bringing in $22,000 a month right now, but I went ahead and was able to scale a channel, I think with like 3 months in, and went ahead and sold it with a value over $100,000. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to show you guys from experience the niches that you should start running today. So our first channel slash first niche, we're going to be talking about Dark Ledger. So as you can see here, Wisdom Builds Wealth. This is pretty much a finance channel. They post 1 video a week, pulling in over $11,000 per month. They started this channel 3 months ago. So as you can see, their titles were completely different. Their thumbnails were completely different. And then they kind of saw progress, and really a popped off video was your life, like pretty much a POV. Your life at every salary level, and then how banks treat you differently, blah, blah, blah. And if we go to their most popular video, it's going to be that how banks treat you at every level of wealth, whatever. So as you can see, they're still posting, like I said, every day, every week, once a week. They'll probably post a video either today or tomorrow. I don't know their upload schedule or whatever. But you can easily go ahead and print more money than this person. First of all, you can see the kind of content they're making. This is kind of a risky kind of content because it's involving AI. Now, if they're not marking their videos as AI, they're pretty much going to get demonetized. If you decide to do something like this, just make sure and you just toggle the AI toggle in the YouTube, like before you post, and then you'll be fine. You're not going to get demonetized as long as you tell that your content is AI. AI isn't horrible, but you got to realize that YouTube wants to know if your videos are going to be AI or not. So how can you pretty much get better? So I'm going to do a channel analysis in a second, but you can talk about these topics. You don't have to go ahead and make a bunch of AI content. You can do POV driving clips and then talk about this content. You can do gaming clips, gaming video. Literally, if you're a gamer, if you want to play games, I've seen Call of Duty, I've seen Minecraft, I've seen Dead by Daylight. You can play any game pretty much. That's just depending on the topic of the video. Obviously, content like Call of Duty will probably relate to some of these kind of topics with wealth because they're a little bit of an older audience. If you play Fortnite, that's not really going to align with that audience. So you kind of got to know what you want to play. GTA might be a good one as well, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So we'll go ahead and do a channel analysis, and then we're going to talk about what you can do specifically to print more than them. It's a channel analysis using NextLev. That link will be in the description below, but that's besides the point. Here it's going to give you best performing content buckets and then best performing title formats. So best performing content buckets, I like to pretty much just use the first out of both and then combine them together. So here are the best content buckets, which is pretty much investment strategies and financial education. Their most performing video is how banks treat you at every level of wealth, $0 to $25 million. So that's an investment strategy slash financial, what did it say? Education. Now at that point, you can go ahead and your life at every blank as your title format. You can do like your life at every level of wealth. That's literally could be a title. Like instead of how banks can treat you, blah, 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 your life at every level of wealth. That could be your title right now. I'm going to show you guys some other winning titles that you can do, but yes. So if you go ahead and your life at every blank, these are their top performing videos with that title. Your life at every salary level, your life driving the same car for 10 years, blah, blah, blah. So you can go ahead and combine that content and make your own videos. I don't really like to look at the saturation analysis because it doesn't really matter. All videos are pretty much going to be saturated. So it doesn't matter if a video is saturated. Now here's where you can come in. You can see what works for this channel and you can see why their channel is slacking. Let's start off with looking at what viewers like. It provided educational value. They like the creator style, probably with just like the content, what they're showing, and it says the comment, and it'll show you what the comments are. Please never stop making these videos. I love these, reflect a strong connection with audience. Video structure, so both videos are awesome, keep it up. Relatable content, so like I said, it's trying to relate to these people. Now, what this channel lacks is gonna be posting misleading information. It'll also show you how many comments talked about misleading information. Comments like misleading your dividends can either pay your bills or grow your principal, not both. Indicate a concern over accuracy. Audio issues, so you want to have better audio than this guy. Length and structure problems. So let's see. Comments expressing a desire for more concise content and clear transitions suggest that this is a recurring issue. 5 people commented on that. Keep that in mind. And then spelling and grammar mistakes. This is probably, like I said, either made with AI or made with a poor editor in India that barely speaks English. You got to realize that this is a business. You cannot have mistakes like spelling and grammar and also audio issues. That's a problem. And then you can see their top performers are 13 minutes long average, 57 character titles. And then their bottom performers are a minute longer and 10 characters short of a title. Then you can go ahead and scroll down, and these are 10 different videos that you can post today, like today on your own channel, suggested topics, and these are pretty much destined to succeed if you go ahead and use these 2 right here. So like your life at every blink. So let's see. Your life at every investment level. There you go right here. Your life as a financial advisor guiding millionaires. Your life, or how your life is after saving $1,000 in a year. Your life living on minimum wage, and then you can put like $0 to $50,000. Those are videos right there that you can make today. And then to show you hooks, stakes, blah, 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 and then words per minute if you care. So you can go ahead and swoop in right now and take over this channel immediately. Now over onto the second niche is obviously going to be kind of either like an interrogation slash body cam slash just crime niche, okay? So this channel kind of does a little bit of everything. They're bringing in over $14,000 a month, posting once a week. This is pretty good. On one of my channels, we were bringing in like 8K a month, posting every single day. So daily posting does not mean more money. So just keep that in mind. Their most popular videos is going to be teens blank. Evil teen blank, daughter blank. Why are they succeeding? So first of all, their winning kind of titles are talking about teenagers doing bad things, right? So killer teens have no idea, blah, blah, blah. Evil teen, blah, 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 blah. Daughter, blah, 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 blah. You can do teen, but this daughter's probably not a teenager, so that's probably why. Mom, son, best friend, stuff like that. So another thing that I like to do also, depending on the kind of content you want to do, I have a full video on how I do my body cam channels, but specifically for this video, you like to put numbers. So I like to do a lot of fraud cases. Like YouTube prefers this amount of money has been stolen, or just like a number in the thing. So I'm sure these people can put numbers in their titles and it'll just increase for some reason. So that's a little bit tips and tricks. We'll go ahead and do a channel analysis real quick, so we kind of know how to succeed and win during this channel. All right, so as you can see, I was right. Teen crime and consequences. These are going to be their top performing videos. And then here is a winning title format, X, verb, objects. So teen commits blank crime, thinks that he can get away with it. So that is a winning niche right here, teen crime and consequences. So take that into consideration when wanting to do these kind of videos. They don't actually have to be teenagers. You just have to just say teens. Like young 20-year-olds can, just call them teens, whatever. It doesn't matter. Medium future saturation. Some channels will be 99, doesn't really matter, like I said earlier. Emotional impacts of story, engaging storytelling, high quality production. So have either be a good editor or have a team of good editors. I edited all my videos myself. Not a single one was edited by someone else. Informative content about legal processes, which is good at the end, especially like giving out like the charges and what to do, blah, 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 blah. Community interaction and requests and feedback requests. So this pretty much says, so the audience by asking for feedback on future videos is well received. So boom. Misleading or sensational titles, sensationalized titles, that was right. He pretty much lied in this video. Try not to lie. Like try not to actually clickbait, and if something didn't happen, don't do that. Because you're dealing with real people. You don't want to literally misconstrue that person's personality, that person's reputation by just lying. So keep that in mind, please. Editing and pacing issues, that kind of goes against this high quality production. So they could probably do better with their videos. A lack of clarity in storytelling. So make sure you guys do that if you guys decide to do this. A perceived insensitivity in handling serious topics. So you got to realize a lot of these are very serious crimes. The person making these kind of videos probably doesn't really care that much. It's not their job to care. It's their job to put out information. So anyways, doesn't matter. Inaccurate representation of events. So this is their second one here. So make sure you're not lying about events, please, because you can get in trouble for that. Top performing videos, average length 26 minutes. Bottom performing was 22 minutes. So obviously a longer video performs better. And then the title, 4 characters longer. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. Here are some titles and things that you can think of or use yourself. Teen things you can get away with, blah, 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 pause it, whatever. I'm not trying to waste any time here, so that's why I'm just going through it because it's the easiest thing in the world. I personally use NextLev. It's not a sponsored video, but I do have a link, like I said, on the description below. Here we have Tech Titans, pretty much a tech channel from the name, as you can tell. 5.6K a month, posting 2 times per week. Pretty much talking about iPhone 15, iPhone 16, all the best iPhones, blah, blah, blah. Now, the thing is, they have pretty much all the phones that they're talking about in the videos. You do not have to have every single phone in the world. You can literally, I only have 2 phones. I have a personal phone and business phone. If you have one phone only, that's all you need. All you need is one phone. If you're gonna be talking about a specific phone, pretty much try to have that phone. If not, that's okay. You can find footage online. You can see Reddit, you can see Twitter, and just get that footage and use that in your videos and just talk about it. And yeah, stock footage works as well. Just make sure nothing is copyrighted. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, either comment below and I can help you out, or just DM me on Instagram. That link will be in the description below. Their most popular video is going to be the only iPhones worth buying in 2026, and then a comparison video, and then watch this video before you buy a phone in 2025. Same thing here in 2025, comparison video. And I can probably tell you from doing a channel analysis, that's probably going to be their top performing videos, is either a best phone to buy in this year kind of guide and a comparison kind of video. So iPhone long-term reviews. So you can see here, this is a pretty good one as well. iPhone 12 in 2026, 6 months later, 6 months later, 5 years later. You can do that video with your own phone and talk about the video. So boom. And then you have the comparison videos going crazy, and then why I probably got this phone, why I bought this phone after the 17 release, why I bought the iPhone 16 after the Pro 17 release. So like that's the kind of video that people want to watch. You can obviously compare and use these kind of videos. So iPhone 12 versus iPhone 13 after 5 years, after 6 months, blah, blah, blah. So you can compare that. Low future saturation. So this might be a good time for you guys to get in while it's still fresh. It's just kind of still a fresh channel and niche. Use that to your advantage. Useful tips for device management, insightful comparisons between iPhone models, engaging and relatable presentation style, high production quality. Boom. Lack of depth in certain topics, inconsistent video pacing, over-reliance on personal anecdotes. But this guy is talking from experience, so he's going to use personal anecdotes. So this comment doesn't really matter. Misinformation about specification. Some of these guys are geeks, so make sure you're getting your tech specs right before somebody comes after you. 10 minutes long for their top performing videos, 9 minutes long for their bottom performing videos. It's not the end of the world. I didn't realize my cat was like right here the whole time staring at me. And then 69 characters versus 68 characters doesn't really matter. Like they're good here. Suggested topics. Here are some suggested topics. A lot of comparison videos, pretty much waiting videos like this month's later. And then hook stakes, you can pause that if you need to. Words per minute doesn't really matter unless you're a geek. So yeah, that's that niche. And then last but not least, we have the Murder Man. So one thing about this channel is an actual podcast channel. It's not faceless, but there's a catch. You can make it into a faceless channel. They're bringing in $30,000 per month, posting 1 time per week. As you can tell from their videos, they're over an hour long. So this is great for money. They started, let's see how long they started. 4 months ago. 4 months ago, they were able to get 30,000 subscribers, bringing in $30,000. Excuse me. Guys, you guys can get over the burp. Popular video, 431, 151, 130. So this, this is a great channel. Now, these are talking about real life cases and trials. Casey Anthony's twisted trial, how she won. Mackenzie Sharila's bizarre prison details after the Netflix documentation. Green River, blah, 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 blah. So it tells you every single one of these things. If you wanted to copy these people's script word for word, you can do that. Now you're probably like, how am I gonna do this to make it entertainment? Well, as I said probably in the beginning of this video, gaming videos probably would be the best, honestly. If you put a game, probably like Call of Duty, and talk about this case specifically, or let's see, their most popular. Insider, all right, let's talk about this case right here. If you wanted to take this case and talk about it for an hour, you can play a video game, Call of Duty, for an hour, bring up some clips together, edit it, and have an hour worth of footage, or Call of Duty footage, and then talk about this case, about Casey Anthony's twisted trial. Talk about all the information, all the facts, fact check everything, because you do not want to be wrong about these kind of things, because people are going to take it serious, okay? You're appealing to an older audience. Now, obviously, podcasts are a little bit different. Older people kind of just want to chill back, relax, information. Now, you can do that, and as you just put B-roll, a bunch of B-roll of the actual evidence in the case. Pictures of her, pictures of evidence, pictures of like the court stuff and all this kind of information. This is an informational kind of video, bringing in $30,000 a month. They were able to do this within 4 months of just posting a video. And they're not posting every single day. If they were posting every single day, I'm guarantee you this number will be way higher than what it is now. They're only posting 4 times a month, okay? This is 4 times a month worth of content. Obviously, it's gonna be 4 hours worth of content as well, because they're posting an hour each, an hour and a half, hour and a half, hour and a half. So take that into consideration. We'll do a quick channel analysis on this channel just to see like what they're good at and then to see where they're slacking so you can go ahead and just wipe them out. So this was pretty quick. Celebrity conspiracies, this is good to know. And then insider break silence is X a serial killer, or is X a blank? So boom, insider break silence is the celebrity conspiracy. So is a celebrity a blank? It doesn't have to be a serial killer. So, and like I said, insider break silence is Britney Spears a blank. So boom, there's your niche right here. You can use these top 2 and you're set. Low future saturation, this is good to know because nobody's gonna really copy and use this as a Faceless channel. And then engaging storytelling, humorous banter between hosts. So you can put in some jokes there if you need to, if you want to. Encouragement of audience interaction. This is good for engagement, so YouTube can push out your content. Informative content with depth, good audio and visual quality. So like I said, you kind of need to have the visuals here with this kind of content. Lack of depth and certain topics, occasional editing issues. So make sure you guys fix that. Inconsistent pacing, questionable accuracy and claims. So like I said, you fact check everything because people will comment. 9 people, that's a lot of people. 15 people here. Like all the other channels I've shown you are like 5, 5, 5. So 9 is a high amount of people. Perceived dismissiveness towards critics or critiques. So these guys are just not caring. They're just posting and whoever likes them, likes them. That's not a bad trait to have, but you kind of want to be liked all around. 89 minutes long is the top performing, 80 minutes long for the bottom performers. 76 characters versus 79. Here are 10 titles and videos that you can talk about. And there you go right here. Insider break silence, is Justin Bieber connected to human trafficking? There's a video right there that I'm sure no one has made. You can look it up, I don't know. More information here if you wanna pause it, but yeah, that's pretty much it for that niche. I also have a community, it's a Discord of pretty much all my content and any information that you need is gonna be in this Discord. I also give out free niches all the time, so you can check that out. Interact with the people. I don't wanna leak too much with my private in my inner circle, so I'll just stick to the lobby chat, but I answer every single question here. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, you can either comment down below or DM me on Instagram so we can have a one-on-one conversation about where you're stuck out. I answer every single DM. You can also join my Discord for any information as well. If you guys want to work one-on-one with me, and you can skip all the steps and trials and tribulations and all that good stuff, you do have to apply. I'm only taking 3 more people, 5 total with 3 more people left. So you guys can have that and you guys will not make any mistakes. It's literally a one-on-one. We are building your life together. Pretty much your YouTube channel, but I teach about everything. So we're gonna talk about that. If you guys wanna do that, one-on-one link will be in the description below. And then obviously, if you guys want to use NextLev, that link will be in the description below. I'm not sponsored. I personally use them. So you definitely should use them, especially if it's not sponsored. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one.